On the brutal world of Apokolips, weakness wasn't a flaw, it was a death sentence. It didn't earn pity, it earned erasure. Here, no one was taught gently. There were no mentors, no guidance, and certainly no second chances. There was only one lesson: survive. Strength wasn't just admired, it was a requirement. If you couldn't defend yourself, you didn't grow, you simply disappeared. Darkseid learned this truth early, not through words, but by watching others fall. He saw the weak plead for help, and then he saw what happened next. Help never arrived, because stopping to help someone else meant becoming vulnerable yourself, and vulnerability was an invitation to death. Compassion became a practical danger. Every scar Darkseid carried was a reminder of this harsh curriculum where pain was the teacher and failure was final. When Darkseid fought, he didn't just fight to win. He fought to eliminate all uncertainty, to ensure the threat could never rise again. This wasn't simple cruelty. It was a form of prevention. On Apokolips, mercy created future enemies, but absolute dominance created silence, and silence meant safety. While others feared power, Darkseid studied it. He observed how fear traveled faster than loyalty, and how obedience lasted far longer than love. Love required constant maintenance. Fear maintained itself. When Darkseid showed strength, chaos retreated. The moment he hesitated, chaos returned. The lesson repeated itself until it became an undeniable truth. Strength brings order, and weakness invites total collapse. Over time, Darkseid stopped questioning why suffering existed, accepted it as a necessary force, like gravity or death itself. It was something you don't argue with, you obey it. To him, true strength wasn't about brute force. It was about certainty, the ability to decide the outcome before a conflict even began. When you control outcomes, you control destiny. This is why Darkseid does not negotiate. Negotiation implies equality, and equality breeds resistance. He sought to rule not through rage, but through inevitability. Because when people believe that resistance is utterly pointless, they stop resisting. That was the final, brutal lesson Apokolips taught him. Not that power should be used, but that power must be absolute. And from that chilling belief, the concept of the anti-life equation would begin to form. Thanks for watching.